Welcome back to the side of the internet for anyone and everyone who is looking to build their dream life. My name is Cornelia. I'm a creative entrepreneur, a video creator and producer, as well as a small business owner based here in Canada. I create videos on how to curate your dream life, scale your passions, go after what you love, all while avoiding burnout and living a life of balance. So thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Let's not waste any time and dive right in. Hello everybody and welcome to this beautiful fall location where I'm shooting today's video. I really wanted to make this week's video to talk to all of my entrepreneurs out there who are still working a 9-to-5. So if you've been following my channel for a while, you might know that I do work a full-time job as a producer, and I have a few different side hustles on the side. I have a small candle business, I have a real estate property, and I'm also a content creator. I do this YouTube channel, I'm a UGC creator for brands, and I create Instagram and TikTok content as well. I also run a blog with my best friend. So I do a lot of different things, and I would be lying if I said it was easy to do it all and work a full-time job. And maybe you're finding the same thing, and that's why you're here today. So I wanted to share a few tips that I find really help in my journey as an entrepreneur while working 9-to-5 that keep me on track, that keep me productive, keep me energized, keep me to not burn out. Tactics that I implement into my day and into my weeks that make a huge difference in building a life that I love. So let's not waste any time and let's dive right into today's video.
1, 2, 3. Remember when you told me that I should take it slow, but I can't stay when the world is waiting. I'm too used to being on my own. Hearts will break, but I have to chase it.
So the first point might be pretty self-explanatory because I feel like you wouldn't be an entrepreneur if you weren't doing something that you loved. But my biggest tip is to really love what you're working towards on the side. Maybe you want to keep your 9-to-5 and you just want to have a few extra incomes on the side. And so they don't take up too much of your time and you have no intention of leaving your 9-to-5, which is totally valid. Or maybe you are working towards leaving your 9-to-5 and the work that you're doing on the side, you want to become your full-time income. I would say if you're on a path to wanting to be a full-time entrepreneur, make sure that you're really loving what you're doing. Sometimes working a 9-to-5 is honestly so much easier. There's less stress, there's less worry, there's less wondering when the next paycheck's gonna come. I think the reason why so many of us that are entrepreneurs do what we do is because we can't imagine a life without that path. So for myself specifically, my 9-to-5 is in an industry that I love. It's actually part of my career. I love producing, I love film and TV, I love commercial work. That's not something I ever want to let go of. But why would I then do other things on the side if I was super content in my career? Well, I'm also an artist, I'm an actor, and a filmmaker myself. So I love to tell stories. I love to create content. And so that is why I do all these other things. I also love having different income streams. So for me, that's what keeps me going. As busy as my 9-to-5 is, and I really do love my 9-to-5, I can't imagine a life where I didn't get to do those other things. And that is what keeps me going. That is what gets me up every morning at 5 a.m. in order to achieve those dreams. Because if I wasn't excited and if I wasn't passionate about the other things, well, I just don't think there'd be much of a point. So my advice to anybody trying to become a full-time entrepreneur or just incorporate more entrepreneurial ideas into their daily lives is really find a passion. Don't just do it for the money because it will get tiring if it's only for the money. I think it's so important to go after what we love, to find that spark inside of us. And that's okay if you still have your 9-to-5 or you want to leave your 9-to-5, that's up to you. But I think just following that calling is really important. And if you don't have that feeling towards something else, it's going to be a lot harder and it's going to burn you out a lot faster. So I definitely recommend doing what you love and following that spark. My next tip is specifically about getting it all done. So if you are working a 9-to-5, obviously there are 8 hours of your day that are taken up for that job. So my tactic personally is to get up early. Waking up early or staying up late is really the only way you're going to get things done. If you want to build out another income stream and do things that you're passionate about, you're gonna have to find hours in the day that are maybe after work or Like if you're like me, you wake up early and get them done. If you have a family, this is going to be a lot harder. Trust me, it's so much easier to do this when you are living alone and single. But obviously we all have different stories, and if you are passionate about something and you want to make something happen and you want to follow those dreams, you will make time for it. Whether that be at midnight, at 3 a.m., at 7 a.m., doesn't really matter. Whatever looks best in your day and in your schedule. But I think just allocating time every day for the thing that you're passionate about and the thing that you want to grow is single-handedly going to be the number one way that's going to get you to where you want to be. I think that there are a lot of people who say they want to do things and that say they're going to start businesses or do these other income streams, but they don't actually allocate time for it. And we all know you can't get to where you want to be if you're not putting in the work and in the effort. I know there's been a big shift lately in anti-hustle culture, and I do think we should not just be hustling all the time. We need to rest. We need to find areas of calm and not stress as much, because we're going to burn out if we don't. But I do think the traditional method of working your butt off is what's going to get you to where you want to be. So find those extra hours in your day wherever you can and make your dreams happen. Because if you're not dedicating time towards something, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're probably not going to get to where you want to be. So allocate time. So to counter my last point, and just hear me out for a second, but I mentioned about hustle culture and how there's an anti-hustle culture movement. So let's be clear there. Hustling is very different than hard work. Hustling and not taking any breaks and not resting or not sleeping is not what you should do. Sleep is really important. Working hard is what you need to do in order to scale any business, and it's going to take time. Don't let the internet fool you. Things don't happen overnight. But what I will say is it's important to schedule in breaks. The key to successful entrepreneurship is taking moments of pause and taking moments of downtime to actually let your creative thoughts flow. When I'm running in overdrive constantly, I don't have time to have creative thoughts develop. I've noticed this recently where I was stuck on ideas. I felt very burnt out. I was just going. The moment I actually took a few days off and actually gave myself time to rest, that's when the creative ideas started coming back. So I think it's so important to balance the hard work with the rest, because that will give you the perfect formula for actually developing ideas and getting done what you want to get done. Recently, we had Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada, and I took a few days off to spend time with family, get things done around the house. And on our holiday Monday, I actually spent hours working on this new YouTube series that I have, because I actually had space in my brain to get that done. So I think, yes, you should work hard, and I am an advocate for, I work 5 to 6 days a week, every week. But if you can take some little bit of time off to actually just let your brain have some peace, you will be surprised what will come to your mind and what sort of differences you notice. It's something that I've actually recently discovered, and I'm like, wow, when I gave myself space, I actually feel so much clearer-headed and even more motivated to get things done because I actually have a moment to rest. So remember, yes, you need to work hard, but also just give yourself some breathing room, because I think the key to successful entrepreneurship is having balance. And last, but definitely not least, my last point to successful entrepreneurship while working a 9 to 5 is setting boundaries. I think it's so important to have boundaries with your job. If you are on salary, you should be working the hours that are allocated to you. And it's okay to turn off at night. It's okay to silence notifications when you're not at work. Look, I have worked many jobs where I'm on the clock all the time. I would stay up until 11 o'clock at night just so that I could hear from my boss before going to bed. I would answer texts at 7 o'clock in the morning, and yes, that makes you a good employee. But I think it's so important, if you have something you're passionate about and working towards, sometimes you need to turn that side of your brain off that is focused on your full-time job and allow yourself to focus on your passion projects. The problem with our society nowadays is that we're always plugged in. We are always on our phones, always on email. People can always reach you, which is great in many ways. But also, if you're not setting boundaries, then you're not giving yourself time to work on your own stuff. So I think that figure out what works best for you. Figure out what works with your job. Obviously, you're not going to ignore the people that employ you, but if you're allocating time in the morning to get things done before your job actually starts for the day, that's okay. You don't have to answer to anybody. They can't fire you for not answering at 6 o'clock in the morning, depending on your work hours, obviously. But I've had a hard time with this myself. Like coming from an industry where you're on 24/7, it was really hard for me to create boundaries for myself, especially like even on vacation days, I'll still be answering emails, and that's on me. But I think it's really important to have clear lines as to when your work starts and when it ends, and you can be the best employee in the world during those work hours. But if you're trying to build something that's really passionate to you and something that means a lot to you, I think you have to put up a little bit of walls so you can focus in on your work and things that you're working towards, because likely the people that started the company that you work for currently probably did the same thing. So that would just be my final advice of the day as somebody who's been building a life of an entrepreneur for the last 4 or 5 years. So those are my few tips that I wanted to share. This is kind of a different episode here in BC. I am in this gorgeous location right now, and I was feeling inspired to create this video. I just wanted to share some of my tips and things that I've learned along the way. So thank you for being here. If you are new, please don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on the notification buttons. You guys are amazing, and I will see you next week. Ciao.